Hi families, I'm here to do a quick video tutorial on our homework folders and the expectation now that we are starting UFLI this week, what it will look like to have the reading portion and the UFLI portion. So this is the red folder that you are used to coming home now. This side is the read every day. It explains exactly what I need you to do with your child and the reading log that you've been filling out and returning. Good job, you getting that taken care of each week. So I've had a couple of questions about this and I wanted to talk about it just a little bit. So the first thing is, someone has asked about here where it says UFLI decodable passage. So you have not had those come home yet because we are just getting finished with the UFLI getting ready lessons last week and the week before that. So we are actually getting ready to jump into the actual first grade lessons today, and therefore we will be doing the UFLI homework that correlates with those lessons from now on. So there's usually a pattern as long as we have a 5-day week without any holidays on Mondays, then we should be able to follow this format for the most part regularly. So the UFLI passage, it will look like this. We will do it in class. We'll read this passage together. We will illustrate it to check our comprehension, and then we will try to do our decoding, and that means we'll be looking for the things that we're practicing. So in this one, it's CVC words, so we probably will just go through here and look for CVC words, which is a consonant vowel consonant word like dog. That is consonant vowel consonant. So we would probably just highlight that because that is what we're practicing on. Then your homework will be to have your child read it to you again. And if you weren't able to get any of the decoding done with a crayon, you can do yellow or orange or a lighter color. Even pink works fine. As long as you can see the word, it's fine. So you would just go through and jacks, axe is a CVC word, so that one would need to be highlighted. As, has, that's also a CVC word, so that one would need to be highlighted too. Dig, ig, that's also CVC, so highlighted. So a lot of these are going to be highlighted because that is what we're really focusing on in the lesson. So again, you're going to see 2 of these come home this week. This one, I believe it's the bag of hats. This is the one that we'll be completing tomorrow on Tuesday. So you should see this come home Tuesday. It's probably going to be in the purple folder because we'll put it in our mailboxes when we're finished. So please look for it in the purple folder if it's not in the red folder. And so once your child finishes reading that to you, then where there is the UFLI passage, the decodable passage, you are just going to tell me if it sounded choppy, if it sounded smooth, or if it was a little too fast. Then you'll give an initial over here because your child will get a dojo point for reading that to you. So it is a separate reading than the actual leveled reader that's going to come home as well. So in this case, it would also have this book title written at the 1 slot, and then you'll tell me that this one is a level B. It's up in the corner, so you'd write a B, and then you're gonna let me know if that was easy, just right, or too hard, and then you'll initial that. That's another dojo point for the homework piece. All right, so that is for Tuesday. Thursday, there'll be another decodable passage that's different because we'll be working on something different. So the focus will be changing, and it usually always tells you what our focus is up at the top. So again, picture should be done. If it's not finished, they didn't get to finish it in class, that should be done for their homework as well. All right, so then what's changing is on Mondays and Wednesdays, we'll be introducing new lessons to them in UFLI. So there will be a UFLI home practice lesson that is noted here. I mentioned this at Meet the Teacher, but now it's going to be up to you to do that, and it feels probably a little scary, but if you were in Mrs. Mead's class last year, this is going to be same old as last year. If you were not in her class, then you are actually going to get to do this for the first time. And it might feel a little scary or uncomfortable for the first bit, but it should flow pretty easily once you get the hang of it, and then it will be easy breezy. I will also be sending a couple of links for you to watch of parents doing it. There's a teacher that also shows you what the homework should look like as you do it. But when you open up your folder, you will go to the very back of the folder now, and it has UFLI practice guide. So this tells you what each section means on your homework sheet. Your homework sheet is here, and it tells you on Monday, this is the top portion, so this is your Monday homework for UFLI. Down here will be your Wednesday portion for UFLI. So you have it all in one sheet for the whole week, but you only need to do this part on Monday, this part on Wednesday. All right, and so you are going to see that this section right here looks just like the section right here, and it explains to you what you'll be doing with your child. Then the next part tells you you're going to be working on some word chains, and it explains what word chains look like. And then it tells you that you're going to be working with some letters to create words when they hear the sounds. I have made you all a little board to work on. It's your letter board. I put it in a Ziploc bag. This is for you to keep at home in your homework area. It does not need to come back to school. I need you to keep it in a safe spot so that you have it for your weekly homework for UFLI. So this is what your board will look like. It is Velcro. So if the word is dig, then your child will need to pull off d, and then the I, eh, and then the G, g. And then they will put them back in their homes in the little squares to make sure everything is where it needs to be. And then you'll just follow the activity direction on the guide that I gave you for their homework for Monday and Wednesday. Also, if it wants you to have them practice sounding it out, so then you can use the back of your board. It's laminated, so you can use it like a dry erase surface. I have put a dry erase marker in the bag, and then there's a paper towel for your eraser. So you will have the tools and equipment that you need to have them finish their UFLI homework with you at home. I will be sending home the UFLI page that you'll be working with your child on each Monday, just like I am today, like I do with their reading log as well. So just a reminder that the reading log is going to be your tracker for what you're finishing with your child. So when you're done doing all of these activities, please make sure that you sign your initials here. That will earn your child dojo points for completing this portion of their homework. So there's a lot of homework points that are available to your child just by doing what has been asked in their nightly reading and UFLI homework. If you have any questions, please feel free to watch the videos that I'm going to send out to you. They're also on my Blackbaud homepage under topics. You'll see the little UFLI symbol, and that has the video links housed there as well. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all about any of the things that I went over today. Thanks. Happy reading.